Good morning, good evening, whatever time you may be watching. Good morning, good evening, whatever time you may be watching. Suze here and welcome back to my channel. I'm so glad you decided to join me on this wonderful journey that I'm on of discovering who I am as a mother, as a wife, as a creative, and just an all-round busybody really. So I'm so glad. Stay tuned and make sure you click like. Make sure you give me a thumbs up. Make sure you comment and subscribe. Today I'm going to be talking to you about 10 things that I miss since becoming a mum. And the reason for this video is because I watched two videos by two amazing YouTubers. I'll click their links below. One's by Laefa and the other one I think is Mummy of Me or Mummy Me or Mummy Life or something like that. I'm so sorry I forgot your name. It's really bad. I should have written it down, but you know, mummy brain. Haha. Anyway, so I watched these videos, and plus the third thing is I finally got to go out with the girls last night. Amazing. Had a really lovely time, lovely meal yesterday night, and I just thought, wow, there's some things I actually miss since becoming a mum, and I'm just gonna have to be really real and honest about it.
Warning, warning, the content you're about to watch is about to get real. It's about to get very, very real. Warning, warning.
Number one, I miss going to the toilet independently. Like on my own, with no interruptions. I miss just closing the door, doing my business and coming out. But now going to the toilet is a social activity. It's actually an activity in which you have spectators and interrupters and commentators whilst you're doing your business. They just open the door, they just open the door, and we're now having a discussion whilst I am trying to empty my bladder about why Peppa Pig has frozen on the screen. Tell me. What has my bladder got to do with Peppa Pig? I don't know, but it's there. It hurts my soul. Number two, silence. Now, if you can hear in the background, I mean, there might be music in my video, but generally in my background now, there is absolute silence. And it's 8 o'clock in the morning, and there's silence. That would never happen in my household, because from 6 o'clock in the morning, I hear the grumblings, you know, the turnings. You can hear them when they're just turning in their bed, waiting for that perfect moment when you're trying to sleep. Those last few minutes of sleep, grab them from the morning, drain them into your body, soak them in, and they can sense it. They can sense it, and they start rolling. They start debating at which moment you've just entered into that deep sleep, in which to come into your room and be like, breakfast.
Say what?
No good morning, no greeting. So you and your morning breath and your toddler feet are coming here and telling me breakfast. This is not 5-star hotel. Number three, I miss planning my footwear. I miss not planning my I'm confused. I miss planning my footwear according to what I'm going to wear and not according to how much running after a toddler I'm going to do during the day. Now, if I'm taking the children and I'm going to a nice event, I want to wear heels. I want to look nice. But the fact is, if you're going to a party and you know it's a children's party and you're going to be chasing after your toddler, making sure that they do not swallow the bubble mixture, all you parents who give out bubble mixtures to toddlers, shame on you. Shame on you. Why? Anyway, then you're chasing after, you cannot be doing it in no stiletto heels, no block heels, no wedges, no, because you are going to fall down and break your leg, and then you are going to have to call the ambulance, and everyone's going to laugh at you, and you're going to be known as that mum who does not know how to plan her footwear according to her running toddlers. So just make friends with trainers. Make them your friends. Like, I've got a thing going on right now. I'm feeling metallic trainers. That's my new friend. No more block heels for me. No sorry. I need to find my notes. Number four, I miss watching TV programs from start to finish. As in during the day, not like a vampire. I mean sitting down with a cup of tea, maybe even some popcorn if I'm really trying to splash out, sitting there, have the remote in one hand and not touch it again for the next half an hour. I miss watching it from start to finish. But actually what ends up happening is that I record things with the intention of watching them in the evening, and then when I do go in the evening after bathing 2 children, wrestling them to put their clothes on, coming downstairs, packing up the toys so I don't trip over in the morning, and then having a little conversation with the husband because you know we have to be yummy wives and all that stuff, and then wiping up all the food. Once I sit down, I'm gonna watch my episode of whatever it may be. I fall asleep. So I'm a vampire effectively now. Like I can only come out at night to watch programs. Like what is that? I miss that watching it in daytime. I might actually, because I'm not staying at home today. I might actually just get in an hour or something. It might be Emmerdale or the Natural History program channel, whatever. I might just sit and learn how did they make the broom. You know that program had. Yeah, I'm gonna move on. 5, having a bed to myself, like as in guaranteed that I'm gonna have my bed to myself, and you know, apart from the husband whom I love. No, I mean like having a bed to myself, like no child. And anyone who's looked after a child who is teething or just a general wanderer in the night, because it's usually like 3 a.m. and you know that because you're trying to start your day right and get up and pray or get up and meditate or exercise or whatever it is, you're trying to wake up a bit earlier than the children, so 5 or 6. If they wake up at 3, in all honesty, trying to put them back to bed and then doing that whole you're out again and putting them back, like I'm not got super nanny power at 3 o'clock in the morning, so you're gonna sleep in this bed. The problem is that's the time when they decide they're going to be Olympic gymnasts and they will start climbing on you. The bum will be in your face sitting there, and then their feet will kick you or dig into your side, and you're there wrestling with a child whilst your spouse is usually snoring. And no, 6. It's essential, and for me it's a real deal. To you don't just make tea, you have to boil the hot water and allow the tea bag to brew in the hot water before adding just a splash of milk and a little bit of sugar. Now the problem is you then want to savor, especially if you like Earl Grey, you need to savor that fragrance. It cannot be savored when you have children running around, pulling at you, and as soon as they see your cup, oh well, it's time for more refreshments. So the problem is you then tend to not enjoy the cup of tea because you're harbouring it in the kitchen, possibly putting the cupboard door in front of you and sipping it rather swiftly, which means you end up scalding the inside of your mouth, which means you cannot even taste the food that you're going to cook for them for the rest of the day. So if you don't do that, then you are actually leave the cup of tea in the kitchen, and in between, you know, pulling children apart because they're trying to kill each other, you're trying to take a sip of your tea, but then by the time you come back to the tea, it's cold, and then you've got the whole, yeah, go see my other video about making cup of tea. It's an issue. It's a real problem. I miss hot cups of tea. 7. Now, I don't know whether this is just a me thing, but whenever someone invites me out somewhere, especially to their homes or to a park or somewhere, I literally think of all the health and safety issues. Like, that just might be me, but I literally think of all the risks involved in that situation and plan accordingly. So, for example, if I know I'm going to someone's house that I don't know, I've got to have a game, toy, something for my child because I'm pretty sure they're going to try and break something. I also try to warn my friends, my children are extremely active, so please put anything that is breakable away, and if you don't listen to my heed, I'm not going to pay for your fancy inappropriate for my children glass globe that you decided to get. Like, no. So I think of health and safety all the time. If I'm going to the shops, I will think, right, I'll plan my route in my head, because I know I need to go to the most important shops first, because that's when they're calm, and the least important shops at the end of my trip. It might just be me, but I think of health and safety and timing everywhere I go. I miss just getting up and just going. Imagine mums just going. Bag, shades, heels, gone. Moving on. 8. Now this morning, like I said, I went out with the girls yesterday, and I've not been staying at home, so that's a whole different story. Not had my cup of tea this morning. You can hear that I sound horsey. No tea makes Susan a deep-throated child. Yeah, not laugh too much. I went to put in my contact lenses. Now, I wear glasses for you, so for those of you who don't know. But yeah, anyway, I went to put in my contact lenses and discovered that I did not have a pair. I had one. So it's like, okay, maybe I forgot to bring extra pairs. That's a possibility, you know, mum brain. But then I saw, like, I don't know if you wear contact lenses, I saw the actual cap bit where the lens would be and the foil bit that covers it in 2 different places. Then I realised that my wonderful child who I'd seen playing with some kind of plastic, but I completely dismissed because, you know, kids pick up stuff as long as they're not eating it. Had clearly gone to my bag at some point and emptied these contact lenses and decided that these were now discs in which he could, like, play around with. So now I have got one eye that I can see with. This one, completely nothing. It's like I miss leaving stuff places and finding them there. How can I leave my contact lenses safely in a bag and I come back and now I'm temporarily blind in this eye? Thank God the camera's like this close to my nose. I don't know what number I'm on now. But next thing I miss, which should be number 9, I think. Yeah, I'm right. Okay, number 9. Number 9. Personal body space. Now this is a recent development in my parenting where baby J decides that he does not want to sit on his own. He has to sit with me. Why? Why? He'll climb all over me. Just like, why can't you sit by yourself? Why? I mean, I know, I understand he's, you know, I don't know, maybe he's communicating some kind of love or affection or affinity, but I'd rather that affinity be beside me than sitting, climbing on me, touching me, pulling me. Like, personal space. I miss that. Oh, and in Primark the other day, I was carrying said baby Jojo and she yanked the earring off my ear. I miss wearing big hoop earrings. That's a bonus one. 9B. A. Anyway, 9.5. I miss wearing big hoop earrings. I like big hoops. I miss wearing them and not having to worry about someone pulling them out. Number 10. Being a mother, honestly speaking, I know I've moaned a lot, is an amazing, amazing gift. I miss nothing, really. I just love my life. I love my kids. I love my children. I'm so blessed to have such active, energetic, inquisitive children that keep me on my toes 24 hours a day and make me giggle from now to eternity. So, do I really miss anything? Not really. Hey! It's your girl Ruby Suze. I hope you enjoyed this video. I know I've whinged a lot, but like I said in number 10, I've not really missed anything really. I wouldn't really trade being a mother for anything, particularly because having kids was such a gift. So if you like this video, why can't I speak today? If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. It really helps me a lot. subscribe, comment below. What do you miss about being a mother? Or do you not miss anything? Or do you think I'm just rambling? Whatever you think, comment down below. And please share around with your friends. Share with somebody else. Make them giggle, make them laugh, make them cry. If they're about to be a mum, they might be scared. I don't know. But I need to let the truth out. So yeah, just wanted to let you guys know 10 things I miss about being a mum. No.